was the ability to write grants, incredibly important, and also to write publications. You know, if you want a paper in science or in nature, you have to be able to write it. And so I'm wondering if you have any insight, either really, about the state of how scientists learn to write well in order to further their careers and be really good at what they do.
My sense is that unless you're at one of these places that makes it deliberate effort, I'm curious, like, does the University of Toronto have anything like that, or is there a writing element, a focus on writing?
Not that, I mean, within, yes. Excellent. I just got a thumbs up. We're gonna take it as truth.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, so I would love to hear that example, and it makes excellent sense. What I mean, just kind of like, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this, and building off this previous question about AI. I wonder, I mean, sometimes scientific grant writing and also scientific publications, in my opinion, like, it follows a very strict genre.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very strict genre with very strict rules.
Yep.
It lends itself very easily to AI writing the grants and writing these very short papers. The concern, at least in the humanities, writing is a way of thinking. So if you take away this process of writing, then what elements of, it's not just like, oh, I've done all the work and now I'm going to write something up. That has to be the process, some part of the scientific process also is trying to distill the ideas, but AI seems to be able to do some of that.
Well, in addition, science really depends, academia really depends on letters of recommendation for tenure, and I've talked to many people who are using AI for that, which is, that takes away some of the texture, describing a career as well.
That's true.
So I think, I really encourage those, but it's one of those things, again, where I take it for granted that, you can write, and a scientist friend of mine had to say to me something like, well, it's not like we're known for our writing, and I go, oh, that's right, but I do, it does, the idea that science does not use writing is wrong, because you're doing exactly what grant writing, that is how you communicate your ideas.
I just got to sign that we have time for 2 more questions. That's generally a rush, and we get like 6 or 7 more, but do we have 1 or 2 more questions? Maybe 1 more, 2, I see 2, so.
There's our
Oh yeah, sure.